Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your man Valentine, baby. Coming to you from on the grind. Man, I know. I can't give you the outside edition, man. So it's about to go down inside. Until the smoke clears, we're gonna be inside for a minute. You feel me? But anyway, yo, yesterday, man. Yesterday we talked about a little bit about I think the Breonna Taylor thing and the police calling out Bron. And I had to finish with that. I'm gonna finish with that just a little bit today because there has to be changes. You know what I mean? Changes have to happen. And it's been since what, May, that the unrest has happened with the George Floyd murders, the Breonna Taylor, the Tamir Rice, the Jacob Blake shooting, and the Daniel Prude killing, and all these other things are still happening. You know what I mean? And even my man, the dude in LA, getting beat down by the police, and he was a passenger in a car. And then now this police shooting takes place, and the police chief comes out and says, we call out LeBron to put, to double the reward or something like that. You know what I mean? And I said some things yesterday, but I'm saying it again today, but a little more. And what I'm trying to say is, in order for this police chief to call out LeBron and everyone else doing it with social reform and doing everything for racial justice and racial equality and everything else. Listen, man, here's the deal. If the police cannot take responsibility for any of their actions, you know what I mean? Did my man see the police beating up that dude before he called out LeBron? I mean, you need to fire them cats, and you need to fire everybody on the force that's been shooting people and beating up people. So if you cannot take responsibility for all the things that your police people are doing, your police officers are doing, how you gonna call out LeBron to say, hey, look, you know what? We need you to come out and help us and double this reward or whatever it is so we can catch this person. Listen, man, you need to catch all the cats who are killing black folks. And you got them on your force. And yet nothing happens to them. And this dude shoots the police though, and definitely this person needs to be caught, and he needs to be prosecuted. You know what I mean? I hope when you do catch this person though, you don't shoot them before they get to trial. I hope that you want to make sure you catch them, and you have to make sure that the body cam is on when you do catch him, because we want to see how the arrest goes down. You know what I mean? Because we know that anytime a police gets shot, the arrest is a little more, you know what I mean? A little more violent, because you're going to try to take this dude down because he shot one of your officers. You know what I mean? And we can't do that when you sit there and put your neck on George Floyd for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. We can't do that when you shoot Jacob Blake in the back 8 times. Michael Brown getting killed. We can't retaliate when Breonna Taylor gets shot in an on-knock warrant. You know what I mean? Or Daniel Prude getting killed with a spit bag on his head and suffocating the man. So we want to see how the arrest goes down. That's what I'm saying. And then this Breonna Taylor thing, man. I know she their family, I'm not sure if the case is over, but they did something where there was a $12 million settlement, and with a whole bunch of things that had to, like social reform and approval warrants and things like that, and all these things that have to be involved in the settlement. And we hope that this governor is truthful about saying, hey, look, we're not waiting to see what happens to the police and if they get charged or anything else, but I believe that they need to be charged. And the craziest thing is, I know the police union came out and said, I don't think this is a good idea for having a settlement, and they should have waited. They should have waited to see what would happen if they gonna let. This is what I'm thinking. If they're gonna let them go or they're gonna charge them, because one dude has been fired and the other two is still on leave. Why is it that the other two haven't been fired either? I mean, when you put, I don't know what, 8, 9, 10 shots into somebody as they asleep, you know what I mean? And then they were alive, and then you wouldn't take them to the hospital. Come on, man. See, this is what I mean about this police chief calling out LeBron. And if we can't get police to take responsibility for killing black folk, it just doesn't make any sense to me, man. Because you can't be calling out somebody who's going, he's probably going to help you, because that's how LeBron is. But yet you can't take responsibility. You need to take responsibility for all the shootings, for anything that happens in your police force, before you start calling out people. This is all I'm saying, though. You feel me? And then, so I hope the Breonna Taylor thing, man. I hope everything goes down as it was said it was going to go down, with all the racial injustice and everything coming up in that settlement, and social reforms, and maybe some allocation of money to mental health, and creating a new mental health team on the police force. I hope that goes down. So big ups to them, man. But like I said, man, $12 million ain't gonna bring that girl back. So they need to make sure they put some policies in place. And then, I think it was yesterday, 80 years ago, man, a World War II veteran, a veteran of World War II, celebrated his 111th birthday. My man Lawrence Brooks, and he fought in the 91 Engineering Battalion Force. 111 years old, man. This man has seen a lot. He's gone through racism in the military, gone through racism before the military. You know, this is the man who still loves this country, but yet the country never loved him back. And yet he still served. You feel what I'm saying? Imagine that. And Donald Trump doesn't love the people in the country, man. He's always coming up with excuses on why he should have went in the military. This man is a black man. Loves his country. This is why he went and fought for the country. So come November You need to understand who's going to fight for the country. And it will be Biden and Harris is going to fight for the country, y'all. So you know that Trump doesn't, I don't even know if he loves the country. He just loves himself too much. So come November, y'all got to vote. And vote like your life depends on it, man. Vote for Biden and Harris. And make change in America. Make sure you know the people who are going to be in the White House will be fighting for you, not for themselves. And Biden Harris will do that for y'all. That's just me. You feel what I'm saying? Now, remember, y'all, we going through a pandemic. And the pandemic seems like it's handling us, man. People, you need to sit there and remember the pandemic, the virus does not discriminate. It does not care. So you need to do the things that's going to help you and help you save yourself and save your family. Like wearing a mask. It is not a political thing. It saves lives. So wear your mask. Hand sanitize. Social distance. Stay away from the big crowds. You feel me? Do the right thing, man. This is not, it's so simple. This is the one thing that can save your life and everybody else's life. So do the right thing, y'all. Wear the mask. And remember, Kamala Harris says it. Racism has no vaccine. So we got to hang in there until the vaccine comes. You know what I mean? But make sure that, hey, listen, you still got to stand up. You cannot be silent to systemic racism, institutionalized racism, police brutality. Silence is not an option, y'all. So we got to make sure that we start speaking up and coming together, have that conversation. Yes, it might be tough, but we got to do it. You feel me? Yo, I'm your man Valentine, baby. And if you think it's your time to shine, you need to get on the grind with your man Valentine.